Smash or Pass
Movie Monsters Edition.
I'm going to be looking at almost every horror movie monster and going to determine whether I would smash or if I would pass. For the sake of time for this video, I can't do every single monster because that is ridiculous. So for this video, I'm going to focus on the monsters from 1910 to 1970s. So without further ado, let's begin with the very first ever horror movie monster, the Golem from 1915. There's a good chance you've never heard of this monster, mostly because most of his movies are either missing or not complete. The idea is that he is a man that's made out of clay. It's part of Jewish folklore, if I'm not mistaken. He was brought to life by rabbis hundreds of years ago. He kind of looks like Mo Howard, if I'm being completely honest. Then again, because he's made of clay, I mean, the possibilities are there. Like, I could basically shape him into whatever I want. So, I mean, controversial play, but I think I'm going to say smash. Dr. Caligari from The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. You would think that I would be choosing the other person that's considered the monster of this movie, Caesar, except Caesar was asleep, so that would be very inappropriate. Remember, kids, consent is cool. However, Caligari, I feel like, looks like he smells like sauerkraut and bad decisions. I don't think I would ever want to be anywhere near this guy, let alone smash, so this guy, I'm going to say pass. Count Orlok from Nosferatu. Nosferatu is what happens when you want to make a Dracula story, but you can't get the permission from the Bram Stoker estate. So then you say, fuck it, I'm going to make one anyway, and then you make this movie. I mean, he certainly is a horror icon, but really, do I want to smash Dracula if you ordered him on Wish? Plus those fingers. Ugh, I don't know why anyone would ever want to be anywhere near those things. Fun fact, the sunlight killing off Dracula was actually not in the original story, but it started with Nosferatu, with Count Orlok's death. It's just been a tradition ever since. I will say that there are certain elements about this movie that did influence later Dracula's movie, but still, with Count Orlok, that is 100% pass. The Phantom from Phantom of the Opera. I don't know, sort of a tragic story there. I don't know, there's a lot of mystery there. I think with the mask on, he could totally get it. But with the mask off, I don't know, he could turn around, I guess. I'm gonna say smash. I would definitely smash the Phantom. The Man in the Beaver Hat from London After Midnight. Now I know what you're thinking. There's no way to actually watch this movie. Although technically you're correct. However, in the Lon Chaney Collection DVD, there is actually a recut of the movie. It uses stock photos and scripts to basically piece together what the movie could possibly be. And if you don't know what the movie is about, I'll basically explain. It's not really a horror movie, it's more of a murder mystery. This is just a mysterious figure that appears throughout, and you're just like, who the hell is that? In fact, he's not even the only monster. There's also the woman in the robe, who is also in the film as well. They're believed to be vampires. However, it's not revealed until the very end who they are and what they're supposed to be. Still, those teeth, even though I know what happens in this movie, I'm still gonna say pass for the Man in the Beaver Hat. Although a great icon, and I would totally love to see this character in a new movie. I think they did try to remake it, but I don't know if they actually made it with this character. I'll have to look into it, but I would want to watch it with this guy. However, the lady in the robe, I would say smash 100%. Gwynplaine from The Man Who Laughs. I don't know why he's here. He's not a monster. He just can't do anything but smile. It is a creepy image, I will give you that. But his story is basically Hunchback of Notre Dame by a man who just constantly is smiling. In fact, I think it was actually written by the same person who did Hunchback of Notre Dame, Victor Hugo. But still, because of what happens in the story and because I know about this character, I would say pass. Quasimodo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. In fact, because technically I'm doing the period between 1910s and the 70s, I'm probably going to include also the talkie film from the 30s. Watching this, you come to find that he's not the Quasimodo that sings and is friends with gargoyles that he was in the Disney movie. In this movie, he's kind of a prick. This Quasimodo, he's actually a little bit more sympathetic, and it's a shame what they actually do to him in this movie. I think this is a brilliant performance by, I want to say, Charles Lofton. He was really good in this role. I don't know. I think that that's just morally wrong to do it to Quasi. I think he is just in a position where, like, it's not right to do that to this poor guy. So I'm going to say pass. We're now going to start talking about more of the classic Universal movie monsters, starting with the obvious one, Dracula. I think it's pretty obvious which one Dracula falls under. No one wants your ugly-ass Count Orlok. Give me the real Bela Lugosi deal. That's 100% pass.
Smash.
The creature from Frankenstein, often mistakenly called Frankenstein, by people who clearly have never read the book. Or seen the movie, for that matter. I don't think he's ever called that in the film. Well, let's see. Is it even morally right to smash Frankenstein's monster? Because technically he is alive, but he's made from dead parts, so that makes it kind of gross. It's one of those that's technically not necrophilia, but it's necrophilia. So that's a pass. That's an easy pass. 100% pass. Same thing can be said about the Bride of Frankenstein. I don't know, those eyes, though, I mean, whew. Also, wasn't she freshly dead in the movie? It's been a while since I've seen it. I might have to rewatch it. That might be something I can do, too, is rewatch a lot of these classic Universal movies. Especially with the new one that's coming out soon, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. Also, fun fact, I didn't realize this until recently, but this woman is also in Mary Poppins.
I wouldn't stay in this house another minute, not if you heaped me with all the jewels in Christendom.
No, Katie, Nana, don't go.
Stand away from that door, my girl.
But what am I going to tell the master about the children?
It's no concern of mine. Those little beasts have run away from me for the last time.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say pass, unfortunately. It's not safe. I don't think that it's clear enough. I think it's too gray of an area. The Wolfman from, The Wolfman. I mean, by day, he's Lawrence Talbot. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to wake up next to that every morning? But you still have to be with the monster at night, which is kind of, It's not every night. It's only when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is full and bright. I think that's how the poem goes.
Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
Then again, and this is the more important factor that's brought to my attention, he could literally kill you. He can't control what he's like in this form, so yeah, that's a pass. That's 100% pass. Imhotep from The Mummy. Let's get a better image of him. Ah, yes, there we go. Easy pass. Just look at that skin. No, hell no. I would not want to feel that at all. The creature from the Black Lagoon. A fish? Would you want to smash a fish monster? I think I'm more concerned if he wants to smash me more than anything else. I don't think he knows what no means. And I think that was evident in the movie he was in. So yeah, I'm going to say pass. Absolutely pass. Terrifying. Scary. No. Pass. Griffin from The Invisible Man. Now this does raise questions. Will I still be able to see it? Or will it disappear when I smash? Also, he's insane. Not sure if you saw the original Invisible Man or not, but he is insane. And it's not for no reason, but still, would I want to do that to Crazy again? Although the question I had is one that I would probably want answered for curiosity's sake, I'm going to say pass. Absolutely pass. 100% pass. Countess Maria Zalska? I hope I'm saying that right. Dracula's daughter. Fun fact, this was the movie that actually was remade into Abigail. And by that I mean they just made a movie about Dracula's daughter and not, this version of Dracula's daughter. Hence the name change. And age change. Just like Dracula, I'm going to have to say for Countess Maria Zelska's case at least, that's a smash. Christy Ann from Eyes Without a Face. is not the monster of that movie. These people are the monsters of the movie, if you've ever seen the film. It's a film that is surprisingly graphic, even for its time, and my gosh, is it worth seeing. I would leave Christiane alone. She's not the monster in this. If anything, she is a victim in all of this. These two, on the other hand, can go fuck themselves. However, Luis is Alida Valdi, who was in The Third Man, which is one of my favorite films of all time. But I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about Luis, and Luis is a monster, so, smash. It's a controversial play, but smash. And the professor? Also smash. Professor Henry Jared from House of Wax. This is the movie that scared my dad when he was a little kid. And granted, it's because this is all wax that's on his face. His actual face looks like this. Yeah, I would, You know, I did say yes to Gollum earlier, but he was made out of clay, which is malleable. Wax is not. You can melt it, or in the case of this movie, crack it, which is what happens when they punched him in the face and all of it fell off, in a really awesome reveal.
Everything I ever loved has been taken away from me. Not you, my Marie Antoinette, for I will give you eternal life.
However, they did fix it and they made him look like Vincent Price. Well, I mean, who wouldn't smash? I mean, that's just, you know, a no-brainer. That's a smash 100%. Just don't touch his face. King Kong. A giant gorilla. Forgetting the fact that he is a gorilla, I feel like there's a couple of logistical factors that would not work. That's a 100% pass. Oh wow, we not only got King Kong, we also got Godzilla 2. Double pass. Norman Bates from Psycho. Stuff me like one of your birds. You crazy, crazy, crazy mama's boy. That's a definite smash. Irina Dubrovana from Cat People. I feel like this is another Wolfman scenario where, I mean, she's not bad looking, but then again, I don't think I would live very long. But she does look really cute. I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm going to say smash. Klaatu from The Day the Earth Stood Still. It's not even a horror movie. It's just an anti-Cold War movie. It's a sci-fi film. He's an alien, but I wouldn't call him a monster. But those cheekbones, though. I just know someone who I care about very deeply is going to see this video. You know what? For him, I would say smash. 100% smash. Gort, on the other hand, I would probably be worried about because I think he could evaporate me if I did something wrong. So sorry, Gort, I'm going to say pass. Lord Summerisle from The Wicker Man. Was he even really a monster? I mean, I guess it's up for debate, but I think he was just a guy. A guy that ran a very successful, really dangerous cult. I'm just going to say pass. Helena Marcos from Suspiria. No. It's the same thing with Frankenstein's monster and The Bride of Frankenstein. Just no, absolutely not. Especially after getting that in the neck. No. Miss Tanner from Suspiria. Wait, is that also Volley? Holy shit, it is. I didn't even realize that. I mean, I've been in love with her since The Third Man. Hard to believe I never recognized her in Suspiria either. I mean, there is that scene where she's in the attic and she's looking at all the maggots. 100%. Lucky maggots. 100% smash. Madame Blanc, also from Suspiria. Smash. Do I even need a reason? It's Joan Bennett. I mean, technically, this is not Joan Bennett. This is Madame Blanc, but smash. The shark from Jaws. What is this doing here? Who made this list? Do I have to explain? Pass. Column from the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings movies. I mean, pass. The Abominable Snowman? We're getting ridiculous. We're getting into, like, creatures. Have we just, like, run out of people that we just, like, decided to put in monsters? Like, literal monsters. You know what? After taking out those fangs, smash. Billy from Black Christmas. Thank you. An actual person. Also, pass. We need to start wrapping things up because this video is going on way too long. Who else do we have left? What the hell am I looking at? Are you a Jolly Green Giant? I guess this is one of the monsters from Equinox, a movie that I did see, but also forgot about after watching it. There was also this creature here that was also in the movie. Oh my gosh. I guess we really have run out of people, haven't we? So, you know, because they're monsters, like literal creatures, I'm going to say pass. Oh, here we go. Another person. The Tall Man from Phantasm. This is the guy that has those silver ball things, have like sharp objects that, and yeah, you get the idea. He that kills you with silver balls, and also floats above your bed in nightmares and stuff. I'm going to say pass. That's a little too forward, my dude. Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wow, a person I actually recognize. After all these different people, we're now getting into people that I kind of recognize. And, sorry, Leatherface, I'm gonna say pass. And it's not because of you personally. I think that you just would not see me as anything else but food and potential clothing. And then last but simply not least, we have the OG Michael Myers. If you know anything about Halloween, it's probably a good idea not to smash Michael Myers because he unalives you if you smash. So I say this out of respect for Michael, I will say pass. And this is part 1 of 2 of Smash or Pass. If you want to see what my thoughts are on Arch the Clown, Freddy Krueger, and Billy the Puppet, you're going to have to wait until next video. See you soon.